saint now become devil to in the eyes of
One day, can I ask you something?
yes, yes,
I'm actually in the middle. I'm actually in the middle of something.
yes.
And I don't want to. They are calling me already. So if you can send me a message, KB, what do you want me? I don't know. I don't know how you want me to help you.
I just want you to. I want you to retract that statement honestly, because it is issue of that. Many people have been calling you. You don't know what it means to a man who has risen to that level, who has managed Frank for 10 years. I heard Frank today. I said, Frank, did you say anything to Nedu? He said, me. The guy was so upset.
One day, Frank did not. Oh Jesus!
You mentioned his name now. You mentioned his name as if he reached out to you. He said many people have called you, including Frank. He mentioned. So my brother, I felt so. But yeah, I will write to you as my brother. I wanted to reach out to you as my own brother officially. Unofficially. Let me hear you. Listen, I didn't want a damage to my client's name, because a lot of people have been calling all over from calling. Why is this your client? Look at what Nedu said in his program. Look, it is your program. It is your program that everyone is referring. Your podcast goes far. It goes far.
It's okay. It's okay. Let me go back to what I was doing. You can send me a message.
Okay, I will do that.
Now, wow. This media can destroy anybody. Now, this is a call between Easy Concept lawyer and Nedu, following that podcast he made talking about Mercy Chinwo and Easy T. If you remember, in the podcast, he said a lot of things. I'll play the video. Now, they don't call him because he mentioned Frank Edwards' name. As if Frank Edwards contacted him and told him that Easy T was a bad person, Easy T was a fraudster, Easy T was this and that. They can't call Frank Edwards. Frank Edwards can say he never talked to this guy before. That he don't know why this guy calling him. That is even pissed. Now you see they don't contact Nedu. They won't write to him. They don't contact them. They say he go retract that statement. Those lies where he talk for the video. Now you would understand the kind of narrative that these people push. And it's like this on the media, but a lot of them don't go understand until they bring your brother or your father one day, or your mother or your sister, come push one kind of narrative. And there's no very dark man to take a second look at these things. They go demonize your family member finish. Now, this is the exact podcast that made them to go and call, that made Frank Edwards. They called Frank Edwards and call everybody. See, I'm here.
Problem I have with that Easy T own is, if it was just one person calling out Easy T, it would be a different thing. There are tons of people that I cannot mention that I have heard to me, where don't reach out to me. Husband material and the whole world, I cannot count. Off the top of my head, at least 8 people. One don't come on this show, yeah, Dr. Roy. You worked with Frank Edwards. What is the story with Frank Edwards? Let's not go there.
Story day.
Mama, You work with Judy K. What is the story with Judy K? You worked with Dr. Roy. What is the story? I don't want to mention the names of the guys that reached out to me. I know them off the top of my head, but I don't want to mention them. Make issues not there.
Shut up your mouth. You see this Nedu. He said he worked with Frank Edwards. What was the story with Frank Edwards? Then other material say story day. He say, hey, I see Frank Edwards don't call and tell him something. Meanwhile, na lie. You see the kind of narrative where they push about this guy. Now they don't call Nedu Alpha. He no fit talk. The truth just have to come out. So you people sit down on a podcast, call it Honest Bunch, and you are dishonest. You sit down on a podcast, push narrative, push lies, because you want engagement, because you want views, you want likes. You want to make money on YouTube. You want to make money on TikTok. You want to make money on Facebook. So some people have to be collateral damage. Some people need to go down because of I need to do that. Now, one human being came and said, he has bloggers, I have God. But you can see the person, you can see the narrative that are being pushed. Need I remind you, almost all the people who sit down for that podcast that day, all of them, they are back. Meanwhile, you have bloggers, I have God. Now they don't carry the guy. They won't carry the guy, go lock now for arraignment so that I go satisfy their public face. The guy now, they don't lock him for his hospital. The guy now, the hospital. I'll go try go see him today. I don't know whether they're Abuja or they Lagos. But I'll go try see him. If he did Lagos, I'll know if he's see him. But if they're Abuja, I will try go see him. Do you understand? You see the way the truth don't they come out, oh? My own now with proof. I don't come out to come and say jargons. It's with proof. Every other person lies. But like I said, you will understand the narrative, and this is what I want from you guys. Anytime anybody says anything, take a second look at it, oh. Take a second look at it. Now, Frank Edwards, the vex. Say, Nedu even call his name as if he tell Nedu something. Meanwhile, he has not spoken with Nedu. He has not spoken with Nedu. So basically, they sit down on Honest Bunch and they sit down, they drive narrative, and not just narrative, oh, they defame people. Defame people's character. Now, let me now go to the people where they talk, say, very dark man, Nedu told him something in confidence, Before they mention my name for their podcast, when I hear Nedu name from my mouth. And mind you again, let me play something for you. To all those people where they talk, say, Nedu did not do anything.
Transition to that part, even to the part where you can't begin get issues with my own guy, very dark man. I don't understand. How do you transition to that part?
Okay, so to be honest, come on. I know why. I've been no one going there. That's why I just load the drink. I really know one going to that.
You are here. Good. You are here already.
Because
talk.
I've promised myself that this year I no go.
Nedu didn't do anything. Nedu didn't do anything. Show now they see. It was the one that brought my name up. When you come talk am now, the one where they there, come talk say, he know where you won't talk, go there. Now they do content and talk say, you're already here, go deeper, you're already here, talk, knowing fully well. Say a rubbish talk. Knowing fully well, say a lie. But you want sponsor narrative, you want push narrative because you want views. You want make money from YouTube. YouTube money no get control for you. That's why you need to use people as collateral damage. You're setting up a lot of people. You are defaming people. You don't care. So long they are the ones that use their mouths to say it. But me, I don't care about defamation. Like I say, I get my own mouth. And the one where bust my head pass. Me, my own self, if they bust my head, I do always get proof. Unlike when I go lie. When I go talk without no proof. Me, as I talk proof the day. When I own a narrative, my own truth with proof. There's no way you people can counter me on this media. It's not possible. You understand? So in his foolish mind, he was thinking that, oh, very dark man is going to leave me. I go, no, now it doesn't work like that. Like I said, there's nothing honest about Honest Bunch. There's nothing honest about it. They're after their money. You know, if you go there, maybe you go see anything where we say you go learn from. It's not possible. It's not possible. Rubbish talk. So you want to use me get views. You go learn. And guess what? More is coming. Oh, I'll start your fraud chapter very soon. That fraud one now, I be the main. Say that fraud one, you go provide the money. You see this fraud one? More on the way to fraud one, they come. You will learn. And you will learn the hard way. Don't play. Yeah.